Hey everybody, it's a brand new week today. Today is Sunday, so a brand new week is starting. And so let's real quickly talk about making some money this week. You know, I see a lot of you try to overcomplicate making money. And that's the reason that a lot of you don't make money. You think it's some complicated process that is hard and you go year after year after year not making any money. So let's talk about a little change that we did, something that we threw out there and stuff that's working for members just like you. A lot of members never made money that are making money now. And that's called our Get 20 Challenge. Now, here's the thing about a Get 20 Challenge is I posted a text in here in this group the other day. A lot of you, too, you're not paying attention to this group enough. You're all over the map, okay? If you actually did, you'd probably get more results. So someone sent me a text message. This person, after they sent me a text, I looked them up. They were a member for almost a year, and they only had put in 2 people in the TCP. That's all they ever really put in. And so they saw our videos. Our videos are all over this page. So if you're saying you don't know where these Get 20 videos are, I don't know what to tell you. They're all over this group. You can actually check the video section. They said, I saw that video and I decided to wake up. I said, you know what, getting 20 people didn't sound that hard. Let me try it. In a week, they got 10 people in 1 week. Well, that was $250 a month. Now, one thing you got to remember is here, when I talk about our Get 20 Challenge, where you can make 500 bucks, it's not just $500, okay? As long as people stay upgraded, it's $500 a month. In a year, that's an extra $6,000, okay? Imagine if a lot of you do MLMs and you get $150, $200 fast start bonus, but that goes away and the residual is very small, okay? What if you got a $6,000 fast start bonus? That would wake you up real quick. Well, that's essentially what people are going to do if they keep people upgraded, okay? So let's go into this challenge a little bit, getting 20. That's less than 1 person a day to upgrade. So, I ask people these questions all the time. This is where you overcomplicate it. For example, number 1, are you looking to make money online? Yes. Okay, you get a yes right away. So most people say yes to that. Second of all, can you afford free? Yes. No one ever says no, they can't afford free because it's a straight up lie. Everybody can afford free. If I could give you all the systems and tools that the top 6- and 7-figure money earners are using to produce massive incomes online, and I don't want a credit card, I don't want any banking information, and I want to prove to you it works and give it to you free, will you do it? Most people would say yes to that. Most people aren't 6- and 7-figure earners and want the secret that 6- and 7-figure earners are using, and we got tons of 6- and 7-figure earners using Conversion Pros. Yes, they want it. Okay, cool. I'm going to send you a link, get started for free. Bam. Now, yesterday, I posted a video in this group. I know it was the weekend. Some of you may not have seen it, so you should go look at it. I show you how we have 8 different share codes that we help you do all the telling, selling, and explaining to get people upgraded for you, okay? People are just using those videos, right? And they're getting trials to get upgraded very, very quickly in our system, okay? And they're loving it because literally they're letting the videos do the telling, selling, explaining. So they don't have to be some expert salesperson. They don't have to know what they're even talking about, really. They're just like, hey, listen, I'm following up. You need to watch this video, watch this, watch this, watch this. And our videos do such an awesome job where these people are like, dude, this is awesome. See, and what happens is the people that jump in for free, they know it worked on them. This is my favorite question I love. Every time I talk to a trial on the phone, I say, listen, you got to agree with me. Our system worked. You did it. You signed up for free, didn't you? Well, yeah, I did. Why? Well, the video was good, and I liked what I saw. So you know it works. So you got to understand that hundreds of people like you every day are doing the same thing. You're not the only person that watches this video and say, oh, my gosh, this looks really good. Let me get a free account. Tons and tons of people do that every single day in our system. So all you got to do is expose it the way you were exposed, and guess what? It's going to happen and work for you the way it works for everybody else because you already proved it works. You did it. And then all of a sudden the light bulb goes off and they're like, you're right. That video was so good I had to do it. I mean, there's no doubt that the system works. So I said, did the video work? Did anybody have to talk you in it? No, man, I watched the video and I decided to jump up. I grabbed a free account. Exactly. The system is doing the telling, the selling, and explaining and driving people in just like it did you. All you got to do is get it out there and let it do the same for you. And they're like, man, I got to have this system. And then what is $50 anyway? $50 is $1.61 a day. Everybody has $1.61 a day. They're wasting on Diet Coke and coffee. And so they see this and they're like, dude, this is awesome. And realize they only need to get 2 people to get theirs paid for anyway, which is super easy. But here's what I'm finding out. This is where it gets really cool, guys and gals. The people that have been doing this challenge, I'm seeing people that have been with us months, never really produced anything. They're out there getting 10 and 20. Why? Because we showed them, in fact, go get 20 people, you're making $500 a month. And people are like, dude, that's easy. And I want that. Why wouldn't I do that? And I get so many people saying, man, I wish I would have done this earlier. It's too easy, right? And also they start producing money. But you want to know what's really funny? What we're seeing is the people that went and made that 500, got their 20 and did that, they didn't stop. And they're quickly going to make over $1,000 a month, $1,500 a month, $2,000 a month. Because once they get to that $250, $500 level and say, oh my gosh, I got there. Man, I can see this working. Number one, they got a fire lid underneath them, okay? Number two, they already proved to themselves it worked. And they're like, well, why would I stop at $500? Why wouldn't I want to make $5,000 a month? And they keep going. And it's so funny to watch people that have basically made no money, okay, because they just didn't put any effort in, quickly shoot to 500. And once they hit 500, they're almost at 1,000 overnight because they understand how it works now. Man, all I got to do is give away free trials, send them the stuff. I get the upgrades. Man, all I'm going to do every day is just go get more trials, more numbers mean more money. And then that light bulb goes off, and you quickly see people that were basically making no money start to make some pretty significant money faster than ever before. Why? Because they proved it to themselves. Because they're like, oh my gosh, this works. I mean, if you think about it, if you could make an extra $500, it's not just $500. Some of you get, some of you try to do deals and you get that $500 in a fast start. Cool, we sell those deals, we love those deals. But the thing is residual money is where it's at. If you can have that $500 that like this girl made, she got 10 in a week. Okay, $250. Okay, it's not a lot of money, right? But maybe a car payment or something. But $250. But now that's coming every month. As long as these people say upgrade. So it's not just $250. $250 this month, next month, month after, month after, month after, month after. But she only worked this week to get it. She doesn't have to work next week to get the same $250, the next week, the next week, the next month, the next month. She doesn't have to constantly chase the money. The money's coming in. But now, if she wants to do more, she just does it again. She goes, gets another 10 people. Now she's making $500. Well, guess what? She does that in week 2. She worked 2 weeks, $500 a month coming in. So she stopped. As long as those people stayed active, she'll make it next month, even if she doesn't work next month. She'll make it the following month, even though she doesn't work the next month. She'll make it the following month, as long as the people stay active, right? So once she does that, she's going to quickly want to do it again the next week, the next week, the next week, the next week. And then what it does is the income just starts to add up and snowball. Every week it gets bigger. Every week it gets bigger. But then understanding that it's just not that one-time commission. It is actually a monthly commission. Okay, and when you realize monthly commission is walk-away income. I mean, imagine you going on vacation, knowing let's say you got your income up to $5,000 a month here, and knowing that you want to stay a couple days. Well, if you didn't have a guarantee income coming in, maybe you wouldn't do that. But if you knew that next month you were going to make even more than you did this month, you might be like, what the heck? Let's extend it. I want to stay 5 more days. Because you could. But when you're chasing money, that's a lot harder to do. So literally, all you got to do, again, is give the system away for free as many times as possible. Use our share codes. Use the stuff that we give you. Follow up. Get the upgrades coming in. And then, again, it's important to know a number. Because when you know a number, you can chase that number. For example, if you're an MLM company, I always say know your rank. If you want to hit in the first rank in the company, never think about money. See, some of you think about money, and money will come if you hit your number. So, example, if you're shooting for 20 and you hit 5 people real quick, well, number one, you're already in TCP for free. Okay, you're making $125 a month already. Okay, well, now maybe you're shooting for 20, but you already got 5. Well, that's still better than maybe where you're at right now. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, I'm going to go get another. I'm going to go get my other 20, and then you do that and you got your other 5. Well, shoot, now you got your 10. Now you're already at 250. You're shooting for 20, but you're still hitting numbers as you go. So but you don't stop with the 20. So then you say, man, I got 10. Well, all I need is 5 more. I'm at 15. Hit that 15. So as you get 15, bam, hit that 20, and constantly think about the number and you crushing that number. And you will hit those numbers, exceed it, and even if you fall short, you're probably making more money than you did before anyway. And that's what we see a lot of people do. They go out to try. I'm going to try to hit 20. Well, shit, if you try 20 and you hit 10 and you weren't making $250 a month and all of a sudden you are now, you're still going to be pretty excited. And you got proof that it works to go out there and turn that 250 into 5. Turn that 5 into 1,000, into 2,000, into 5,000. You see what I'm saying? It's all the same activity. It's just more of it, okay? And we see people that make some massive incomes every Friday, and really the formula for them, A lot of you, well, I want to make that kind of money. All they're doing is the same thing, except they're giving a lot more trials away than you are, okay? That's the difference between you and them. They're just doing more activity, okay? Because they know what it can bring. So they're concentrated on, I got to give away these numbers. I got to do these numbers. I got to do these numbers. And they just do it every single week. But, man, I like the 20, okay, because it's a short number. For example, a lot of you, too, this is one big thing, and I'm going to go because, you know, Sunday here. But here's a couple things to think about. Don't think about making $5,000 a month if you can't even make $500 a month. It's stupid. I want to make $20,000 a month to drive a Lamborghini. Cool. That's great. How are you going to get there? If you can't even make $250 a month, you got no business talking about you're going to drive a Lamborghini. Okay? So you got to hit those small goals to literally crush those goals and then start to go there. You make $250 a month, you can make $1,000. That's not a far stretch from $250 to $1,000 is nothing. You can make $1,000 to $2,500 is not that big a stretch. You could do that. See, then you hit $2,500, and from $2,500 to $5,000, all you got to do is just double what you did. See, and you start to grow your income because now you're starting to hit it. Some of you have these lofty goals. I want to make $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a month, but you haven't even put together $125 a month coming in. What is the good of you saying that you want to make $20,000 a month if you can't do that? Hurry up and hit those small little increments, grow those small increments, and all of a sudden those small increments start to become very, very significant, okay? But some of you, too, have that shiny object syndrome. You're all over the map. You know, look at this deal, look at this deal, look at it, and you waste so much time. I tell people this all the time. They go, what's the secret to success? Focus. Stop. Just put on your blinders and focus on something. It doesn't have to be TCP. You could be using TCP in your deal, but focus on that deal and get where you have to go. Stop being over here and over here and over here and over here. That costs you money, and literally you'll go 6 months. I mean, what is today's date? It's already April. 4 months into the year, some of you still haven't made any money in any deal, and it's already 4 months in. Some of you said, man, this is going to be my year, and you started at January, you put the plan together, you hit the numbers, and you're making more than you did last year, okay? Way more than you did last year because you got your plan together and you focused on it, and some of you are all over the map still, just like you did last year, and that's proven to never make you money, but you still do it. It doesn't make any sense to me to keep making the same mistakes that you always do, not to make any money. Why do you keep doing that? Stop doing that and start focusing so you can make some money this year. All right, everybody, but it's easy. Brand new week. Whatever you do this week, whatever upgrade you get this week, pay next week, okay? Think about that. Let's go. Get 20. Get the 20 challenge. Commit yourself to the 20, and trust me, you won't stop at $500 a month. You'll go on and make more. But it's just that cornerstone. Again, once we see people make $500, they realize they can make $1,000. They realize they can make thousands. But that 500 number is kind of the roadblock barrier. If you can get someone past that, then you open them up for big income. That's why I like the number 500. Let's get you to the 500, and then once you experience that, you realize that there's bigger and better things out there for you. But how do you do it? Less than one upgraded day, everybody. Less than one upgraded day, you're already making $500 a month, and then you can grow that. Makes sense, right? Talk to you later.